Hi folks, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. A couple months back we reviewed a Core M4 stove from mysurvivalpack.com. Today we're reviewing its much bigger brother. It's called the Core 5 stove. Now right off the bat, what's cool about this stove, take everything from the Core M4, add it to this, and also this stove is huge and it only comes in at 17.7 ounces, so it's extremely light. It folds down flat just like the Core M4 stove. If you haven't seen that review, check the description of this video for that review link and go ahead and check it out there. But anyway, let's get on with this review. Before we get too far into this, I'd like to go over two things that in my mind make this stove so convenient. Number one, it's made out of titanium. So like I said, it is 17.7 ounces. For its size, it's extremely light. Number two, and kind of going along with that, it breaks down flat. So it's easy to place in your kit just about anywhere you want to. Slide it on the back of your pack, on the very bottom. And because it's titanium, it's very strong, so it's not going to warp on you. And if it does bend a little bit, it's going to bounce back. And also because it's titanium, it is weather resistant. It's not going to corrode on you. Not only is it light and convenient, guys, in my opinion, it's an extremely powerful stove. It has two unique features that I think really make it stand out and be unique. Number one are these gas jets right here. Show you how this works real quick. This is just one of the side panels. Slides in that tab right here. And as the fuel heats up, it allows the gases that it gets released to come up behind this and come out these gas jets and burn. So it makes for very efficient use of your fuel. The other aspect that makes it so powerful in my mind is the feed ports. Now you've seen those in the beginning of this video. I'll highlight those a little more when I change the camera angle here in just a second. But it allows you to constantly feed it without having to remove the pot off the top of the stove. It allows you to easily control the amount of heat, the amount of fuel, and just fine tune your cook. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes since I started filming from the beginning of this video where you saw me light this fire. Now, if you remember, I had fuel stuck out to just beyond the camera frame here. This is all that's left. This is just softwood, so it is going to burn fast. But what I want to point out here is, as your cook continues, you can just push the fuel in there and the heat increases again. Now also, like I said, it's been about 10 minutes. I put this pot on about 5 minutes ago and we're already at a rolling boil. With that in mind, let's go ahead and add some food. Well, I've got you here at this camera angle. Let's go ahead and show you the use of the stove. As you can see, it's come down to a nice little coal base over here. Shove the fuel in, and you get that gasification effect coming back into play. Well, I do have the pot off. Can go ahead and drop some fuel on the top. And there we go. As you can see, those gas ports are coming back online. Like I said a few minutes ago, it is a gasification stove. So two things about that. Number one, it's extremely fuel efficient. You get all the BTUs out of your fuel that you possibly can. And number two, it puts out a ton of heat. But it's easily controllable due to those feed ports up front like I just showed you. But one question that may be on your mind, why so big? Well, with the Core M4 and the Core 4, they are smaller stoves for sure. I mean, they're good stoves, don't get me wrong, but this is designed for a slightly different purpose. I was talking to Chad, and Chad's design purpose behind this, it's multiple pronged, but for the most part, it's designed as like a base camp model. So, you know, you're going car camping or setting up camp and taking day hikes from there. It's a large stove for a large group of people, but also for guys who are into prepping and the survival movement, that sort of thing. This is a perfect option, at least in my mind, and actually as he designed it for, would be like an SHTF situation where, you know, you're bugging in or even bugging out and you set up a base camp somewhere. You have a large group of people, like me, for example. You know, I'm a family of 6, so, you know, each meal is going to be large. You can use large pots. You can cook large amounts of food without having to do it in stages. And also, because it is so big, it is gasification, it does put out a ton of heat. It's going to cook your food faster than it would be on a smaller model stove. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering right about now. You've seen me cooking, you've seen me cutting up sausage, stuff like that. What in the world is Joe making? Well, with that design theme in mind, I'm sticking with it. I'm I'm going with ingredients that, number one, are easy to grow, that you can grow at home in that hypothetical survival situation, also that are easy to store, also that are easy to harvest, well, relatively easily. If you consider deer hunting easy, then it's easy. If not, if you're like me, it's not the easiest thing in the world. But anyway, so I'm just going with a simple stew, deer sausage potato stew with thickened by, one of my favorites, red lentils. All right. See, we're back up to a full rolling boil. This stove has been lit for all of maybe 15 minutes. These potatoes are probably about half cooked by now, something like that. We'll go ahead and add our red lentils. The thing I love about red lentils, and I know that's not what this video is about, is they cook quickly, they store easily, they're good for you, and they're just extremely versatile. Good for stretching a meal, plus they're downright tasty. Now guys, from this angle you might be able to see the footprint of this stove. This is a 4-quart pot, so you can fit large cookware on here. Let's go ahead and pull this off. As you can see, I'm going to have to add some fuel here in a second, but as you can see with the face of this stove, you can easily fit much larger cookware on this. And because it's titanium and nice and strong, it can handle the weight. Now adding fuel is simple. You can use debris, you can even use wood pellets, break down wood to fit inside those feed ports, and you're good. Just take what you've broken down. You may have to kind of work it in with the fuel that's already in there. Just stick it in there. And you're cooking with gas. Yeah, I know that was cheesy. Tell you what folks, it smells great around here. While our food is finishing up, let's go ahead and go over some highlights real quick. Number one, I've pointed it out many times, but at 17.7 ounces for the size of this stove and what it's capable of, that is pretty impressive. Number two, it folds down nice and flat. Whoops, you're not supposed to see that yet anyway. It folds down nice and flat, so it's really easy to pack. It makes a great kit option. The footprint of the stove is large, so you can fit large cookware on it and cook large amounts of food, so you don't have to go back to smaller camp stoves and cooking in stages or have multiple fires, that sort of thing. Because it is a gasification stove, it is incredibly fuel efficient, and it also does put out lots of heat. You can boil 2 quarts of water in this thing in under 5 minutes, which is pretty impressive. And just as an FYI, that cook time goes for both the full gasification mode and using the feed ports where you only have the 3 sides activating the gasification there. So just in case or on the off chance you guys haven't picked up on it so far, in my personal opinion, I give this stove a huge 2 thumbs up. I really like it. It's a great concept and it matches in the real world. Well guys, our food is just about done. But as some of you may have noticed in previous frames in this video, I kind of let that slip on purpose. There are 2 of these stoves. Well, for you folks who watched the Core M4 review, Chad at mysurvivalpack.com was kind enough not only to donate a stove to review to show off to you guys, he also donated a stove to give away to you guys. And he did the same for the Core 5 stove here. So I'm going to let the rules be the same. If you want to participate in this giveaway, just make a comment below, tell me what you like about this stove, how you think it will change the way you camp, the way you do things, your normal routine in the woods, or even if you just cook in your backyard, so to speak. Go ahead and comment, tell me what you think about it, and you'll be entered in. And as far as the timeline of this giveaway is concerned, it will be 2 weeks from the date this video is posted. Sorry, this is being pre-recorded for a future date to be posted. So just look at the date this video is posted, add 2 weeks, and thereabouts, give or take a day or 2, there will be when the giveaway is announced. Now, let's go check on our food. Tell you what folks, it's looking and smelling very good. Potatoes are soft. Beans are kind of disintegrating a little bit. Nice thick consistency. Perfect. Ooh, that's kind of hot. Well, at this point I'd like to say thank you very much to Chad at mysurvivalpack.com for providing the stove to review and also for providing the stove to give away to the viewers. I really appreciate it. I know my viewers appreciate it very much. And guys, for those who are curious about the price of this stove, at the time of this filming it was around $75. You can find out more about this stove at mysurvivalpack.com. Just click on their My Products link and you can find out more about this stove and all the other stoves and camping equipment and stuff they have to offer there. That's perfect. That's still pretty hot. Well guys, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun showing this stove off to you. If this video helped you make up your mind about this stove, or you just liked the video, would you go ahead and hit the like button for me? It does actually help me out quite a bit. If you want to see what else I have coming down the pipeline, whether playing with fire, reviewing products, just enjoying my journey in the woods, would you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well? And guys, as always, please hit up the comment section so we can start a discussion on this stove and other stuff that we do out in the woods. Anyway guys, thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. That's hot. Dadgummit. Ever wonder why it doesn't burn your mouth but it burns your skin? It's one of those eternal questions.